Warning, this video will contain spoilers for Episode 5, Season 2 of the Fallout TV show.
I believe there is another player at the table. The same unknown entity responsible for your demon in the snow.
Who? I don't know.
Let me be clear, I think Episode 5 is a really good bit of television. There's a lot in it that I think works well, kind of fits in with the world, and answers some questions, especially from Season 1. Same process that we're going to have for the last video, we're going to have in this one. I will give a brief rundown, spoiler-free, conclusive review, and then in the second half, I'll give a full spoiler in-depth analysis, because there's only so much I can really say without spoiling it if you haven't watched it yet. So, House is in the episode, obviously, and the actor playing it, Justin Theroux, I think that's how you pronounce his name, brilliant performance.
I'm Robert House.
From the fucking toilet?
I apologize. I was just very eager to meet you.
Now, I know that you came to Vegas to kill me. Did you not?
To be honest with you, and there's twists and turns talking about potential different players, potential different people. He alludes to the Enclave.
The same unknown entity responsible for your demon in the snow.
We don't know if it is the Enclave, but he definitely alludes to them in his meeting with Cooper Howard. And I gotta say, the actor playing House, well, nails the character. I think this is a really good depiction of House. I think if you were worried about House in Season 1, this version of House and how he ties back into the Season 1 is genuinely very good. I think this is probably the best bit of acting we've had so far. He's enigmatic, he's what's the word I'm looking for? Eccentric, he's wild, he's crazy. There are moments where it feels like you're talking to House from the game when he gets a little bit angry at Cooper Howard. It's very similar to that.
Be a good courier and deliver my ship.
I would encourage you to gaze inward, Mr. Howard, to your small life, spending your days pretending to be a cowboy, while your wife is making apocalyptic proposals at board meetings, and I'm building a missile system to defend this glorious city from what's coming. But from whom, Mr. Howard? From whom? Who ends the world? Is it you? What if it is you? I don't think you're a cowboy at all, no. I think you're a killer.
I spent 2 centuries searching for the platinum chip. It's my invention, my property, mine. Now be a good courier and deliver it.
Really cool moments. Overall, the acting in this episode is stellar. I think the pacing in this episode is much better. There's less jump cuts. Norm's story is still here, but I feel like Norm's story is evolving into something else. Like, Norm is a vehicle at this moment to push another narrative. And like I said last episode, I'll say again this episode, that's cool, but is that narrative going to show up in this season, or are you just building up another plot for next season? Because if it's something for next season, I'm a bit hesitant to get into it, because we spent 4 episodes this season running around like a madman. So your pacing and your timing is still off, and that's a critical overview of this season. I think the pacing is completely off, and episode 5 annoys me in the sense that this could have been and should have been episode 3. You could cut so much out of episodes 1, 2, and 2, 3, and 4, put them together, and maybe make like an episode, like extend episode 1 a little bit, and then make an hour and 20-minute episode 2, and then this be episode 3. Because genuinely, you could watch episode 1 and then watch episode 5, and I don't think you'd miss much other than the character assassination of New Vegas. So I think that episode 5 is really good. I think the acting is great. Again, the set pieces are weird. The interior to the Atomic Wrangler is completely wrong. They get a lot of their sets wrong, which is kind of annoying. I wonder if they're looking at something we're not. I wonder if they're looking at the original drafts and original designs for the game. Because as we know, Vegas had to take a massive step back because of the technical limitations, which is totally fine. That happens. So if they are looking at the the concept art, or they're getting someone in and they're like, oh, but we actually kind of wanted it to look like this. Fine, I doubt they are. A lot of things are mismatched, I'd say. A lot of things are just out of proportion in a different location to that where they were in the game. It's a little jarring as like a New Vegas fan, because obviously like I know New Vegas like the back of my hand. So then when I see it on the TV, I'm like, this is weird. That, I don't know if that's a major problem. It is for me on a personal level, because I thought the layout of New Vegas was really good, and I don't like this layout, but that's because I like the other one. So I guess this is like a technicality bias. But yeah, it's so weird to see so many things just move position. And the strip itself, even pre-war, does look a little bit janky. It does look a little bit, everything's kind of on one random street corner for some reason. So that and less bias, more of that just doesn't look visually appealing. However, speaking of aesthetics, I will say that as a whole, pre-war Vegas, its visuals, its lights and its shine, its glamour, they nailed that. Like, pre-war Vegas looks so pretty, and like, yeah, this is where the house is, you know, that sort of deal. So I can't fault them for that. I think aesthetically, the visuals of this show, it's a pretty show. Let's be real, it's a very pretty show. Lucy finally locks the fuck in. I've been waiting like 5 episodes for her to lock in, and she finally locks in, and she's becoming a character that I think most of us can kind of relate to.
Let me just stop what I'm doing to talk.
When we play Fallout. That's all I'm going to say in the spoiler-free section. The story is finally progressing. We get past the Death Claws and we end up in Freeside. We get like a nice little world-building bit. There's bits and bobs here. There's still a little cutaway, and Norm is getting closer to uncovering the secrets of FEV.
Evolutionary virus.
I'll leave that there. But yeah, I think it's a solid bit of episode, a solid bit of TV, and it really annoys me that this is quite good, because it means they can do it. They've still got it. I think this episode does less to assassinate Vegas as a whole, which is annoying, because it feels like episodes 2, 3, and 4 were definitely there to assassinate Vegas as a whole. You could disagree with me, you can say, oh, New Vegas fans, but I've worked in the filming industry, I've seen how these things are shot, I know what the angle is. I'm also a reviewer and a critic, so again, I know what they're thinking. This isn't a, oh, I love New Vegas and I hate to see it fall. There are definitely elements of this that's like, that was really pointed. People who don't even know Fallout, one of my friends turned to me and went, is Todd an executive producer on the show? I was like, yeah, well, that explains a lot. So, let's stop hating on New Vegas fans for being rightfully and justifiably annoyed at their favorite game being destroyed, okay? Let's stop that. And in the same token, New Vegas fans, I need you to stick with me on this one. Let's stop attacking people for liking the show, okay? New Vegas fans always point out they like New Vegas because of its nuance. There's nuance to liking something. You can like elements of a show and hate it. You can like the show and hate elements of it, okay? We need to have civilized discussion. We need room for civilized discussion. Let's stop threatening each other over opinions, okay? Because then nothing gets fixed. Anyway, my overall score for this episode is an 8 out of 10. I actually gave episode 3 a 9 out of 10, and I want to retract that and I want to give that a 6 out of 10, purely because I was like, oh dude, it's so much better than episode 2, and I was blindsided by that. So I want to give episode 3 a 6 out of 10. Its scores also changed because of episode 4, but episode 5 is an 8 out of 10. I think this is the best bit of television we've had from season 5, season 2 so far. Genuinely quite good. And it really annoys me that this wasn't episode 3. Anyway, that's it for the spoiler section. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Okay, welcome to the spoiler section. Gonna try and keep this brief as possible. It's The Enclave. If anyone has any question about what it is, it's the Enclave. House talks about how it probably isn't Vault-Tec that dropped the bombs, which is a massive concern for everybody from Season 1. And yes, the House we see in Season 1 is a body double.
Initiated by my wife.
Unclear.
By Vault-Tec, then.
No, I doubt that. Despite what we both heard in that meeting. Vault-Tec is a collision of bureaucrats. Your wife, though, I don't know.
The real House is just a T. Crazy reveal. He acts exactly like he does in the game. He's a madman. Like I said, the acting is really good. Cooper Howard's having these weird pivotal moments. He's panicking, he's sweating, he's getting anxious. He doesn't know what to do. He wants to do the right thing, but he doesn't know what that is. Lucy is drugged up to the eyeballs, kills someone. In self-defense, admittedly, but she kills someone and she's like, I really didn't want to do that. I don't know who I am anymore. She's having a self-reflection moment. The Deathclaws are just patrolling around. Like, Freeside is right there, and the Deathclaws are just caged in on the strip, and they're just walking around. I'm like, they could bust that gate down if they wanted to. 1 minute. Excuse me. Yeah, really good bit of episode. Lucy punches the ghoul out of a window. We saw that in the trailer, but he gets impaled. Bro is fucking... He's not dead, but yeah, he got shish kebabbed. He got skewered, like, straight through him. Anyway, moving on, I think that it's very hinted at that the Enclave were behind everything. Something I said in Season 1 and people laughed at me. Something I've been saying for ages. When I look at every element of Season 1 and every aspect of Fallout 4 that they've been adding, I'm like, they are gearing up for an Enclave return. 100% the Enclave are returning. And it looks like the Enclave not only are returning to the Fallout world, but they were basically a major reason in why the bombs fell, a major reason in Vault-Tec, which we kind of already knew if you're a Fallout fan. So yeah, it was the Enclave. Who would have thunk? Let me know if you want me to review Avatar Ash and Fire, I think it's called, because I watched that and I'm in the mood to review that. Let me know. See you later.